welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, my name is Jenny. For today, I just want to do a quick little update on my life and catch you guys up on where I am today. Life has been so crazy. In the beginning, it was just I was constantly posting. I was so motivated, and then the motivation just kind of like, you know, died down a little bit, and it sucks because I hate to see my channel just stuck. Like, it got stuck, and then I just haven't been able to like lift it up. But you know, it's also been because I've been gone. But you know, I'm hoping that I can start making more videos, and even if they're just once a month videos, I really want to just post, you know, put something out there. I love when I used to vlog because I love looking back at the memories, which I think is so fun. You know, like with the kids, filming with the kids is always fun because we get to look back at, you know, times where we visited other places or when we celebrated our birthdays. And you know, it's the memories that really just count for me, and of course to like share it with everyone. I think that's also another like little bonus, you know. But I just want to update you guys on life. You guys, life has been a crazy. Baby boy is about to be 7 months tomorrow, so
He's going
for the diaper. He's going for his baby diaper.
No, wait.
Wait, what are you doing? He's going for the diaper. Why you got the diaper?
uh-oh.
Wait.
He's like, nah, that's too far. Get the camera.
He's gonna go for it.
Get the camera, Papa. Get the camera. Mira. You can see yourself, mira. Mira. Wow. Mira, mira.
When I say you turn. Oh, I'm thinking you.
Good job, Papa.
He's on the floor.
Hey, you got it. Good job, Papa. Yay. So it's crazy that I literally feel like el tiempo se ha pasado so fast, and I can't believe it's gonna be 7 months already, you guys. I'm like, in a few more months and boom, a year, and it's just crazy. Like, he's not a little baby anymore. About 3 weeks ago, I stopped breastfeeding my baby because it was just getting too overwhelming. At nighttime, I wasn't able to put him on a schedule because he just wanted to be on, like, he just wanted to be latched on all night. So it was kind of starting to affect, you know, like my sleep. It was affecting my sleep. It was affecting my time with my other children and my time with my husband as well. So I decided, you know what, the best thing to do is to get him on a schedule and just, you know, transition to formula full-time, and that's exactly what I did, and it has been so much better. I breastfed for almost 7 months. I'm proud that, you know, I was able to go this far, and also my milk supply was kind of starting to drop as well. So that's kind of when I thought, you know what, there's not really any benefits here, you know, like my milk is drying now, I'm not getting enough sleep, the baby's always waking up because I feel like he was constantly hungry. So I just decided to do formula full-time, and it has been so much better. I'm so glad I made that decision, and it's just been way better. I finally have the baby on a routine. He's on a sleep schedule, which is really nice, and he is sleeping in his crib all by himself, which gives me like happiness, but then at the same time, like, I really miss him in my bed. So it's kind of like yay, and then I'm kind of sad about it too because I'm like, I wish I could have him in the bed with me, but I know it's just so much better for him to sleep in his crib and be on his own. I breastfed all my babies. My oldest one, I was able to breastfeed almost up to a year, and then my middle child, I breastfed her when she was about like 5 or 6 months too, and little Rob, I stopped breastfeeding him a few weeks ago, so like at 6 months. So I'm happy with, you know, how far along I got. I tried my best, and you know, breastfeeding is not easy. As much as it's a beautiful thing, it's also a very difficult. It could also be a very stressing situation if you're not getting enough milk supply, or if your baby's not latching on. So he always latched on really good. I was struggling more so with my milk supply, and yeah, so then I just decided to do formula now. And like I said, ever since, you guys, I stopped breastfeeding, It's like my baby, something clicked in his little head and he's like, you know what? I'll be a good baby now. I felt like he was getting chiqueado, like while he was getting breastfed. Like, oh my God, you guys, like I couldn't even go to the store, or like I couldn't even walk into Target because he would just cry, like non-stop crying. Like the entire trip was like crying. I couldn't even put him in the car because it was non-stop crying. It's like, I don't know what was wrong. Like he was just crying all the time. And it's so weird because when I stopped breastfeeding him, he stopped like this. Like he stopped crying all the time. Like I can go to Target now and actually look at stuff. Like we'd be chilling together. Like I'm like, son, you want to go for a car ride? We could go for a car ride now. And like it's actually fun. Instead of it being stressing, like the entire drive was always him crying. And like I said, as soon as I stopped breastfeeding him and like got him on his routine, it has been so much better, and he's been sleeping more, he's been eating more, and he's been such a happy baby. Like, yeah, like we could go anywhere and he behaves well. We've gone out for dinner. I've taken him, we even went to church the other day, and like he did so good. I was so proud of him. I'm like, man, if I would have known, I would have stopped breastfeeding a long time ago. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like he's doing so good. Oh, there he goes. He started crying. Let me go get my son, you guys. I was just bragging about how good you were, and then you just start crying. Yeah. Mira tu pelito. He got a little alfalfa hair, so don't mind him. And so anyways, unfortunately, one of my daughters ended up getting diagnosed with uveitis a couple months ago, and it all started back in like the end of January, I want to say. My daughter started to have like a pink eye. So I ended up taking her to the emergency room because she was telling me like, hey mom, you know what, I can't see anymore from my left eye. And she's like, I can't even see your face. And so I started to get worried, you know. I'm like, what the heck? So we ended up going to the ER, and they're like, yeah, this is just pink eye. And they ended up giving us some antibiotics and just, you know, told us to go out and about our day or whatever. I gave her the antibiotics as I was supposed to, and it was strange because like the medicine worked. Like it took away that redness that she had outside of her eye, but within like a few weeks later it came back again. And I'm like what the heck, like this is weird, you know. I was telling my daughter, like, you know what, I think I'm gonna book you another appointment. As much as I felt like they should have, like I was like, you know what, they should run more tests, they need to, like, you know, check her eye more. And they even made an appointment with an ophthalmologist, but they did it like through Zoom, when I'm like, you guys should have called her in, and I should have taken her into the office for you guys to actually run some tests on her eye, you know. But they didn't. I ended up taking her to the Kaiser by where my in-laws live, and thankfully they paid attention to her like right away. That same day she got seen by like 3 different doctors, because they all like were like, you know what, I'm not sure if it's this, so I'm gonna send her to this other doctor to make sure that they can tell you what's going on, you know, because everyone was like, this looks bad. And she didn't get diagnosed with uveitis probably till like, I want to say like a week after that. They ended up telling us that she had uveitis, and that was the reason why she was starting to lose her vision. Guess what it happens is that it causes like swelling in the back of her eye, which causes for her to start losing her vision, so she can't see. And so for this disease, there's not really any cure for it. We kind of just have to manage it with medication to kind of keep it low, for it not to flare up. But thankfully she has gained most of her vision back, so I'm so thankful to God that, you know, she's able to at least get most of her vision back, even though the downfall is that, you know, she is on a ton of meds right now. She's taking like pills, and I also have to like give her these they're called like injectable pens every Friday. And so we're gonna have to do that for like at least 2 years. And so that has been like the most, you know, difficult part of it all, has been, you know, just seeing her and all the pain that she goes through every single Friday, because of course, who wants to get a shot every freaking week, you know? And like I told my daughter, I'm like, man, if I could take this for you, I 100% would. Like, I could take all the pain that she's going through, I'm like, I would take it all for you. Like, and you know, it just breaks my heart. But I don't know, like that alone, it made me kind of go into like this whole dark mind, you know. I was just so sad, and I just felt so down, and I felt hopeless. I felt like I couldn't help my own daughter, you know. Meds are really like heavy meds, and then they come with a whole bunch of what do you call them, like, you know, they come with a whole bunch of side effects that are not good. And so I struggled so much with like, should I give her the meds or should I not give her the meds? But if I don't give her the meds, she's gonna lose her vision. But if I give her the meds, you know, there's all these other crazy risks, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm willing to take those risks to save her vision. But then the thing was, like, if we don't give her medication, then it could go to her other eye, and then she would lose vision from both eyes, and she wouldn't be able to see. She'll become blind. And so it was just so hard trying to make up a decision, trying to make the right decision. I honestly, you guys, prayed and prayed and prayed for weeks, because I was like, God, I need your guidance today more than ever, because I really wanted to just be sure that I was making the right decision for my daughter, along obviously with my husband. Like, we both prayed and we both really just asked God for guidance on this one, because we were just so lost. And, you know, as much as the doctors tell you, like, yeah, you know, it's okay, do it. You know, we do it to all our patients that have uveitis. Like, yeah, I understand that. But, like, I also did my research, and I also read, like, horror stories of people on these meds that she's on, you know. But I'm just trying to stay positive, and we're all just trying to stay positive, you know. Like, I told my daughter, I'm like, you know what? All we gotta do is keep praying, have faith that this medication's gonna work, and we'll see how it goes, you know. Right now, she just had an appointment she just had an appointment this week on Monday, and they told us that, you know, it looks like the medicine's working. It has had her, like, inflammation down, and so it's not fully down, and it's not gonna be fully down. Like, the doctor says she can't guarantee me that she's gonna get healed, because there is no cure for this. I say though that there are cases where it just all of a sudden just disappears and it never comes back, you know. I'm hoping and praying for that. She also states, like, another scenario that can happen is, you know, she can have uveitis right now, and let's say in a couple years it goes away, and it could also come back when she's like 20, or it could come back when she's 30, and she could have this flare up again and then lose her vision again, and then she'd have to start this process of medications again. So with this disease, you really don't know how it's gonna go. It's, you know, we also open our minds to the reality of things, but, you know, we want to stay positive. We want to stay hopeful that this is going to work. And if we can just at least maintain it so that she doesn't lose her vision again, to me, that's already a good thing. It was hard when the doctor told me that, and it was hard to take it in. It was so hard for me because, like I said, I just felt so hopeless. I felt like I couldn't help her, you know. And faith got, you know, of course our faith, you guys, goes into trials. Or, you know, for those people who do believe in God, you guys, I feel like you do go into, of course you go into trials. Definitely this one was like one of those trials where I just really saw myself like, God, where are you? Because I really felt hopeless. I feel like I had no control over the situation, even though I know God is always in control and I'm not. Nothing I could do could make it better, you know. So that's kind of what affected me the most, and I was struggling a lot with that because I was like, I can't help her. I can't, you know, make it all just go away as much as I wish I could, you know, because I know it's been hard on her too. You know, I'm just so proud of her. I'm so proud of my daughter. You guys have no freaking idea. And that's what I tell that little girl. I'm like, dude, you're so freaking strong. Like, you're such a strong little girl. And I'm just so proud of her for everything that she's been put through. It's been crazy the amount of tests that they've run, you guys. We went through MRIs. We went through x-rays, like on her stomach. We went through a whole bunch of blood work. They took out like 10 tubes of blood one time. Not even one time, like 2 times. And, you know, giving her shots every single week. Like, there's weeks where she has 2, and then there's a week where she only has 1 shot. But, you know, it's like I look at her and I tell her, I'm like, dude, you should be so proud of yourself. You're like so freaking proud of yourself. Not just because I'm proud of you, I'm like, because you should be proud of yourself, because I'm like, you're so strong. I'm like, look at everything you've gone through, and like, she's pulled through, you know, and she stays strong and she stays positive, and that's exactly what I encourage her, you know, to do. I'm like, you have to stay positive, and You know, I'm always there holding her hand through it all. And as much as it hurts me to see her in pain, I know that one day this is all gonna go away, and I pray to God that, you know, we can look back at it and be like, you know what, it was a hard moment in our lives, but it taught us to be strong. You know what I want my daughter to take from this. Through all of that, you guys, I ended up having, oh my God, out of nowhere, you guys, I got diagnosed with, well, I don't know if you say diagnosed or whatever word you use, but I ended up getting extreme anxiety and depression, like really bad, right after my daughter was going through all that. And I was like, man, this is just what I needed, man. Like, you know, it's like, it just felt like everything was coming down, like, and just crumbling, you know. I don't know, it was so random. Like, I've never had anxiety ever, and my first little episode was, it was just strange. Like, I got to the store and I was in the car and I just felt like I couldn't breathe, and my chest started to feel like tightening up, and I just started to feel like out of it, and I didn't feel like myself. It just felt really, really strange. I ended up having a whole bunch of these episodes, you know, while going to Target or at the park. I ended up reaching out to my doctor, you know, and I'm like, hey, this is happening. And so I just felt so overwhelmed. Girl, it just felt crazy. Being a stay-at-home mom is so rewarding, in the sense of you watch your babies grow every single day. You don't miss anything. It also comes with a lot of like struggles, you know. It's hard. It's not easy to stay home and take care of the babies, and cooking and cleaning and taking care of the dog. If any of you guys have ever gone through anything like that, just know you're not alone, because your girl is going through it. Staying positive, and you know, that's the whole reason too why I kind of just took a little break from social media. At the time, social media is not good. It takes time away from you. I just wanted my full focus to be on my kids. So it's been crazy, you guys. That is my life right now, and that is kind of where we're standing at right now. But I'm staying hopeful. I'm staying positive. You know, God woke us up another day. I'm here with my wonderful and beautiful kids. And like I said, as hard as it is, I'm so thankful that I get to have the privilege to stay home, because I know a lot of moms would love to stay at home and they can't, you know, because of course you have to work, you have to provide, and it's hard. It's hard either way. You know? I hope you guys enjoyed today's quick little sit down and talk with me. I really enjoyed just chit-chatting and catching up. But welcome to my life. We're crazy kids. Anyways, you guys are all having a great week, and I will see you guys in my next video. And take care, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Bye. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys.
Fun with Nayeli and
Oh, and subscribe to my daughter's channel, Fun with Nayeli and Yaneli. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye. All right, give him a cookie, a ver. Let's see him eat his cookie.
Hey, open your mouth. Still eating his other cookie.
You're still eating cookies? Oh my goodness.
Just